Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree just got 2 insane new images revealed by FromSoftware. We got our first look at one of the new bosses set in the Realm of Shadow. Along with that, a FromSoftware producer randomly posted an image of a new location set in the new DLC, and I've got to say, it looks amazing. Now that we are just about a month away from the release date of the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, we're about to be inundated with news and teasers. And as you know, we've seen quite a bit of the gameplay of the DLC already. We've even gotten a bunch of story teasers. But when is the next big reveal? Will it be next week with the PlayStation Showcase, or will it be next month during SummerGameFest hosted by Jeff Keighley? There's a lot of options. We're going to talk about it today. But guys, real quick, I'm giving away a PlayStation 5 for 160,000 subscribers. To enter, it's super easy. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, comment your Twitter handle, tweet me proof that you're subscribed, or just send it to my Discord, and that will enter you for a chance to win. Guys, we have a lot to talk about today, so check the video chapters for easy viewing, and let's dive into things. So starting things off, we got our first look at a new boss that will be featured in the Land of Shadows with the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. The Elden Ring Twitter posted an image with the caption, "Fearsome foes of unfathomable power await you in the realm of the shadow." Now, as you guys can see right here, the art direction of this boss looks terrifyingly amazing. It's a human-like creature with a ton of interesting and fantastical elements. As you can see, it has a muscular dark toned body with 2 arms that are raised holding large crescent-shaped blades, which I assume after we defeat the boss, we will be able to get those blades and use them for ourselves. Now, if you take a look at the top of the head of the boss, it either has horns or some sort of tendrils on their head. My guess is they're horns, but it could be tentacles. I have no idea. Now, you can also see that the face is covered by a golden mask. It has white hair, and it just looks incredible. It's definitely the MO of FromSoftware. Like, this is what they do. They are the industry standard when it comes to creating dark fantasy bosses. Now, one theory about this boss is that it's potentially the second phase of this boss fight from the trailer. So if you take a look at 132 in the Elden Ring DLC trailer, we've got this still on the screen right here. Both creatures have a similar stature. Both feature the tendril looking horns on their head. They both have white hair. But here's what's interesting and quite scary. If you look at 127 of the trailer, you can see one of the creatures is standing on top of the other. The one at the top is most likely the one that you kill first. And then after you defeat the one at the top first, you go to phase 2, and then you fight the creature from the photo today. This would explain why the creature's stature looks like it's bowing. Like, I mean, if I had a giant lion-like creature on my back, I'd probably be standing the same way. Now, as you can see from the phase 1 of this boss fight, it already looks like it's going to be a wild ride, and I can't even imagine what they plan to do for phase 2. If that ends up being the same, it could be that there are multiple bosses with the tendril-looking horns on their head, but the white hair, the tendrils, it all kind of adds up that this is possibly the same boss fight. But again, the image that we got today is for phase 2 rather than phase 1. Once again, FromSoftware with the 10 out of 10 art direction. And I don't know about you guys, I am terrified about this boss fight. If you look at phase 1, it already looks like it's tough, but trying to dodge the dual crescent blades, like, I can't even fathom it. So moving right along, an Elden Ring producer at FromSoftware actually posted an image of a location from Elden Ring, and it looks incredible. Like, if you look at the image on the screen right here, it depicts a dark and eerie scene in what appears like a grand or gothic cathedral. This is really playing at the heartstrings of Bloodborne fans, because look at this image. Like, there's scattered candles and faintly glowing lanterns hanging from the ceiling. There's tall arches, large stained glass windows. You can also see small statues that almost look like they're either griffins or possibly dragons. And then if you take a look on the right, there's the throne with the intricate design. There's a figure dressed in dark. Now, we've actually seen this person before. We'll talk about that in a second. This is most likely one of the more classic dungeons in the game, and to me, it looks like it's clearly inspired by Bloodborne. I could be wrong, but it definitely gives off that vibe. Now, as for this room, we've actually seen it before. If you actually take a look at the trailer, at 57 seconds in, we see that this is the exact same room. It is that dark cathedral, and it's just completely broken down and just destroyed. It also gives that Colosseum type vibe, so this is most likely going to be a boss room. Now, if you look at 109 in the trailer, if you look at the big structure right here, the new image that we got today could be located at this same spot. Obviously, we won't know for sure until the game is out, but it is a gothic structure, and we've got that interior that is a gothic cathedral, so they could be in the same spot. Now, as for who is sitting on the throne, we actually saw that at 59 seconds in the trailer. We don't know who this person is, but I can't wait to find out. It's actually wild how one image has so much depth and allure. I look forward to watching like 20 hours of Elden Ring lore videos just to learn more about this scene. So next up, with there being about a month away from the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, the big question that a lot of people are wondering is, when are we going to get the next reveal trailer, or rather the big gameplay reveal? If you guys remember the marketing for Elden Ring's base game, we got a lot of content from that, but with this being a DLC, the one and only DLC for that matter, should we expect that same level of hype and marketing marketing that we got for the base game. And according to Bandai Namco, they plan on doing that. Whether or not we're going to get a full raw uncut gameplay for the DLC, I don't know, but I do think it's safe to assume that a gameplay reveal or just the next reveal is coming very soon. Now the question is when is that going to happen? Now, according to all of the rumors right now, PlayStation is set to do a PlayStation showcase sometime at the end of the month, and if they end up doing that, then we could be seeing the next trailer for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree during that showcase. Now, whether or not we'll get gameplay during that showcase or if it's just going to be another gameplay trailer, but let's say they're not at the PlayStation showcase, what events could they be at? Well, it could be that Bandai Namco does a showcase themselves. If they end up not doing one, then it could be the Xbox showcase, or perhaps, and what is the most likely scenario, is that it will be at the SummerGameFest event hosted by Jeff Keighley. Now, for those of you that are unaware, SummerGameFest takes place in June, I believe June 7th, and the relationship between FromSoftware and Jeff Keighley has been pretty strong. At the Game Awards, we got our first official reveal of Elden Ring during that event. So even if we get a big trailer at the PlayStation showcase, or if just Elden Ring drops one randomly, I think there's a good chance that Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree will be at SummerGameFest. And if it is the case that we are expecting a big reveal for Elden Ring coming soon, what is that going to look like? Will we get a story trailer? Will it be a gameplay trailer? Will it just be raw, uncut gameplay? As much as I would want raw gameplay, I don't think that's going to happen. I have a feeling going forward, we're just going to get small snippets of gameplay with small snippets of the story, and that's about it. Elden Ring sold really well, and it was the game of the year for the year that it released, so they won't have to do as much marketing as they had to do with the Elden Ring launch. One thing that I do hope is that we get no more story content. I don't want to see a single boss anymore, as I want the experience to be as fresh as possible. I don't want any spoilers, so hopefully going forward the marketing reflects that. Honestly, the first trailer was really the only trailer that we should need, but if we get raw uncut gameplay that doesn't spoil anything, I would be perfectly fine with that. Now, diving into why I think that the game will be revealed during Summer Game Fest over every other event is if you actually look at the Summer Game Fest Partners Round 1 board, you could see at the very top there is the Bandai Namco logo. Now obviously Bandai Namco is a publisher, they release a lot of games, but let's be honest, the big ticket item for Bandai Namco is indeed Shadow of the Erdtree. That is the thing that people are most excited for, and that's what's going to generate them a ton of sales. So even if there is a trailer during the PlayStation showcase for Elden Ring's DLC, I don't think there's a reality where Summer Game Fest doesn't have Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree there. Now, with all of the hype and anticipation and expectations from the base game, I think there is a strong possibility that Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is probably one of the best games it's going to release this year, and that's saying something because it is an expansion. If you guys remember, it was originally going to be 2 different expansions, but they decided to just go with one big one, and they've been working on it for years at this point. Elden Ring released in 2022 and it's 2024, so this DLC is about to be insane. Like, guys, Elden Ring was already a masterpiece, and building upon the masterpiece will be difficult, but if there's anyone to trust, it is FromSoftware, because they really are that good. Now, I've seen some discussions about whether or not it will be better than the base game, and I'll say this right now, I don't think it's possible to be better than the base game, because that experience is truly one of a kind, but I do think that it will be just as good as the base game. Well, guys, that's gonna wrap it up with this video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you enjoyed, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel with your notifications turned on so you're not missing out on any future gaming news. Also, be sure to enter the giveaway, guys. I'm giving away a PS5. To enter, it's super easy. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, comment your Twitter handle, tweet me proof, or send it to my Discord that you're subscribed, and that will enter you for a chance to win. Thanks again for watching, guys. This has been Wes, and I will talk to you in the next video.